As the investigation unfolds into the tragic shooting of two National Guardsmen in Washington, D.C., MS Now journalist Ken Dilanian is facing backlash for his on-air reaction to the violent attack. Watch.
But of course, you know, there's so much controversy happening in the United States right now with ICE, who are also wearing uniforms and wearing masks. And so there's, you don't know, people walking around with uniforms in an American city. There are some Americans that might object to that. And so apparently this shooting has happened.
Fox News contributor Joe Concha joins us now. And Joe, I understand that in the moments immediately following a shooting like this, which is breaking news, all the networks are on it, you're trying to fill airtime. Everything is not perfectly scripted. Everything is not perfectly thought through. But why the heck would he even think of saying something like that? Why would that even be in his brain to come out of his mouth?
I think it's muscle memory and reflex, Todd. I think anytime it could be connected back to Donald Trump, the folks over at MSN, what were they? MS Now? MS Now. Yeah, wow. The marketing people came up with that. Geniuses. They go to this area, right, where they support open borders. They support the military defying orders that are legally handed down. They prop up dangerous people who are here illegally, all because they think that that is what their audience wants to hear. The bottom line is that two National Guardsmen were shot. That was at a Farragut station, which is right near the White House. I've worked there. I've been in that station 100 times. And the fact that that is the reflex, just like we saw with Charlie Kirk after he was shot, before we even knew if Charlie had passed or not, we saw Matthew Dowd over on ABC saying basically he deserved it because of his rhetoric. It's a whole bowl of wrong, Todd.
Emily made a really good point in the last hour when she said it's in those moments of stress, in a breaking news situation, when the filter is not there, that you really do get a sense as to what someone's unvarnished thoughts are. They're exposing who they are, and that's what happened here.
And the thing is, Todd, and it's a great point by Emily, Ken Dilanian is a legal analyst for MSNBC. He's not like some partisan opinion guy you bring on. He's there to give you the facts and what is happening. And instead, this is where they go. I swear, Donald Trump could come up with a cure for cancer, and MS Now and CNN would do a story on how the owners of funeral parlors are suffering because business is down.
The White House did not take this lightly. They came out with a very strong statement. They said the following, if we could go there now, here we go. Ken Dilanian, two heroes were just shot protecting our nation's capital. And this is your takeaway? Democrats have relentlessly demonized these patriots, calling them illegal and even suggesting they might start shooting Americans. Get help. You are beyond sick. Very powerful words there, Joe, from the White House.
And they're accurate, Todd, because Alyssa Slotkin from Michigan, senator, literally said on Sunday on national television that National Guard troops could start shooting people just randomly. And this is the result that you're going to see, like we saw with Ryan Ruth, who tried to kill President Trump, Thomas Cooks. You have this kind of rhetoric where you compare ICE to the Gestapo, like Tim Walz did, for example. And this is going to be the result ultimately. And there needs to be accountability and consequences.
Just quickly, now that we do have consequences for this rhetoric from our quote unquote leaders like Alyssa Slotkin, from our quote unquote objective truth tellers like Ken Dilanian, is it going to stop? 15 seconds to you.
Never, ever. And they're never going to mention the fact that countless lives have been saved in cities like Washington, D.C. as a result of the National Guard being there and making that city more safe. That's the part of the story, the bias of omission that we'll never see, Todd.
Joe Concha, thank you for your insight on this, and have a happy Thanksgiving to you and yours, my friend.
Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Stuffing on the inside of the turkey, Todd. Remember
that was a part of our debate that we missed yesterday there on Fox and Reg First.
That's true.
Joe, thanks.
Bye.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.